Side. They'll be starting on the Terror Esports here to begin to Dust2. You can see the utility coming through as well. In terms of those upgraded pistols, we're not seeing anything. Suggests there'll be a more of a mid to B focused and long, but time will tell. We'll get into the second map, and G2 need to step up here.
Let's see what the initial call is. Mastermind Nexa.
That 16-14 loss the other day, Kenny dropped 31 kills and they still weren't able to pick up the map. So we might need more than just the big green today.
Yeah, we need some of that medium-sized black and brown. My goodness, Valda has already beheaded one. That's important though. Into the site with a return, but Mantu very precise, comfortably tapping away at that bomb crossing. Alexi in the open, the trades continue, puts NBK in a 1v2 that's certainly not easy, but if he can isolate this duel, and he has a perfect...
Oh, let's go. That's what
Kelly,
we like.
Screw Kelly, it's NBK who hits that shot. And we've got ourselves the first one on the board for OG.
Of course it's the first bullet as well. Unbelievable. Denies the plant, wins the round. You can't ask for much more from the natural-born killer. It's Valda who opened things up with a nice USP headshot, but OG, they actually were losing players all over the place there. It looked like a guaranteed plant. Amanek, he can't catch a break today, and we'll find ourselves in a 1-0 scoreline. G2 have no plant. We'll have to take the full eco here with Glocks and one P250. A couple of flashes to get him up towards shore. They're going to try and get the bomb down here. There is a chance that will happen, but not much else, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so they just charge up, hope the gaps are there in the CT hold, and they are tapping away with the FAMAS. That's what the flashes are for, and now the bomb could go down. Will go down. It's on Amanek. He's going to be having to punch in the digits, looking for the short plant, and does manage to get that one in. Nades are going to hurt, bullets are going to hurt, but mission accomplished.
Clean sweep as well. So they're going to buy up next round regardless. It's not ideal. They got the plant. That's an extra $800 per player. But still, the fact you keep all 5 alive, you're going to have all your grenades. Everyone's going to be feeling good for the next round. It's one of those more bonus situations. Again, you can see the FAMASs and 2 SMGs coming into that next round. They won't throw anything away unless they really want to bring out AWP early. I don't think they will. They'll try and just do what they can with this round, make it a bit of a wild card. If they can push him towards upper B, for example, off towards short, get a quick pick, upgrade to an AK-47 if possible, and hopefully steal the round away. If they can find 2 or 3 kills, though, they can still buy into the next round, Alex, so that should be absolutely fine. You're never really going to have the favor going into these rounds, but we'll see what happens. As Kenny S with the AWP nails the
Yeah, that's a very nice start. They've softened up the solo B defender to 30 HP. Not promising for OG. They'll have to adapt and overcome.
I like the gamble stack. And look, last time when I saw these guys playing in London, OG did a very good job of identifying the tendencies and the defaults of G2 and trying to punish that. They could feel it in the server, and they had to adjust. So potentially here, when we get G2 going over to that CT side, we've already seen them shy away from one of their most potent setups with the retake A. I wonder what else OG can force them into that they're not comfortable with.
Short could be uncomfortable, but I think Alexi is going to be opting to back away, realizing that would be a solo endeavor. There's only 2 actively ready for short. Make it 1 as Mantu rotates towards CT to fill the gap for the mid to B. And speaking of mid to B, the smokes are about to be deployed. Hunter's holding his for the CT side. Kenny's regrouping towards long. Interesting. So a mid B fake into an A long short pincer.
Smokes down towards spawn. The double smoke as well, the incendiary. Just to stop their campaign out towards B. And Mantu tucks himself in the corner. Position has found a lot of frags this week. UMP not quite enough for the double kill, but it does find one. Valda now has found the 4 versus 4. Mantu can't go further though. Does a lot of damage towards short here. Alexi B's got that information. He might want to swing on this considering they've got presence from long as well.
Yep, now he can react because this has just collected a real easy double. But they back away and now they get the after plan. A chance. Kenny Jax planted for an available long hold, but Kenny's on the ramp too, and he's hitting shots. Issa through the corner of the wall, but through the smoke, NBK strikes an advantage, perhaps only for a moment, because Kenny, a missed shot, closing in on NBK, and he gets it as well. The natural-born killer, he's had 2 very influential rounds to start off Dust2.
Remember, Alex, going into this one, they had UMPs, MP9s, 1 M4, and they managed to leave with the AWP and a Krieg and the win under their belt as well. G2 are falling apart in this series. They can't get it together. They got the bomb down there. Kenny has hit some nice shots, but once again, Chad, they're not watching the extremities of the map. They're not aware that a B flank can come in. This was happening on Mirage as well. The exact same thing.
I'm loving it. I am loving it because watching NBK, an individual who's been part of Counter-Strike, or especially CSGO, since the very beginning. Someone who Henry is very familiar with from the Source days, and someone who was always playing within French rosters. He got dropped from the G2 Super Team, which did have Kenny in there, so I'm sure that he feels nice winning that kind of a clutch situation.
Absolutely, with a jump shot as well.
Yeah,
those are the best feeling ones. Not that I ever get them, but I can imagine they feel pretty
I'm
good.
sure
I don't think we even go there.
I'd imagine could be.
Could be a fun thing to happen. Either way, the mid split coming in here, and the mow down from the Krieg. Lucky to get that second one. The final bullet does connect to the head. And speaking of which, Kenny S and Hunter will as well. Starting to fall apart a little bit here, but Lexi here to pick up the pieces. 3-on-2 in their favor. Smokes the double doors, buys a little bit of respite here. As we'll see Kenny S taken down through said Smoke and Hunter. 1 kill to his name so far, has to come down to spawn, might be able to get the AWP, not going to happen, and their campaign continues here on the CT side. 4-0, maximum loss bonus for G2. I do not want to see a double AWP setup from Amanek here on the T side of Dust2, I'll say that much, as we get into another gun round here. Can they find their footing in this series? They haven't done so far. We haven't really seen G2 enter the server so far.
It's the same trend right now as what we had over with Mirage in terms of opening frags. I believe the side of OG is sitting 4-0, as Issa has been responsible for 1. We've got Alexi responsible for 1, and Volda responsible for 2 of the opening duel success so far on their side. And well, pushing up a dark, we might have another one coming their way very, very quickly here. Issa with the secondary AWP, and he's going to miss the shot. Kenny capitalizes it straight onto B.
MBK's going to get multiple kills here, and he's already been sussed out, repositions and straight into Amanek. B's site is on lock, and they have the numbers advantage. The bomb hasn't got across, now it has. Nexa makes sure of that. Nade lineup does look promising for Alexi to at least inflict some damage, but yeah, that was for the other planned spot. Nexa does still catch a nice 45, but be forced to back away and save. There is an open CT, Alexi likely going to be responsible for that, and he does pick it up, but will not be keeping it. Hunter responsible for the hunt.
That's more like it.
Yeah, that is much more like it, and it's going to be the B finish here with just one player on a Hunter. Will he be aware of Valda, who's towards the pit right now? Money's still pretty decent for OG, but a very convincing round there from G2. All of them survive. They don't really want to hunt this at all. They can't justify it. If they lose a couple of players trying to find Valda, it'll actually affect them a lot worse than it would OG. They will have a little look towards the A site at least. Probably one player to swing out towards long, but they're not chasing down towards the pit at least. That's going to be Nexa. Just displaying some discipline there and keeping all 4 players alive. In-game leader knows the money is very valuable at this point. So an upper push from Issa leads them to an open B bomb site and a shot cleanly through this smoke. You don't love to receive that, but it's pretty nice to watch.
And there's not a lot you can do once that happens. We have a little stat line coming in here for G2 Esports. The last time G2 lost to OG on Dust2 was at Blast Premier 2020, going down 16-5. We covered that one there, and that was in that grand final situation where you'd already qualified for the playoffs.
Right. So
there's a little less on the line.
It was just for the cash at that point.
Yeah,
right?
Which at the moment isn't a huge amount. It will be adjusted going forward, I believe.
Yeah, I feel like these guys, money isn't their main driving force anymore.
No.
I feel like there's a lot of it flying around.
Yeah, I think it's more about competing against the very best and being able to call yourself the very best. Mantu has done well to catch Jax on the cross. There's more where that came from. Here's the next shot, but good flashes. Look at how locked out he is. They're safely on the site with nothing that Valor can say. A perfect flash as he peeked.
His teammates flashed him, man. There was no assist.
No.
His teammates caught him straight in the face before he swung, so they're trying to set him up and actually shut him down. MBK does pull one back with the scout, though. Another flashbang coming in. This time actually might flash the opposition, and we will see it converted. Mantu the one to throw it, and XCB to convert it. And Nexa now looking for his first kill. He's going to say bomb site. He finds the first. Amanek will chime in as well. Time ticking away here, but there it is. It's going to be G2 now. 1 player remaining. That's towards short. Amanek didn't have a massive performance on Mirage, but this could be enough here as he touches the bomb. No time remaining. He does nail the shot, but doesn't have time to defuse. Mansu will have to retreat, and G2 find their second round, but it cost them a lot of cash there. Crazy round.
Yeah, my goodness. It looked like they turned it around, but 2v4 at one point, and Amanek does enough. This was a good shot from MBK to get them into the site. Scout CT to site, not an often fall by frag, but we get to see them convert all the same.
Yeah, to note with that, his teammate actually threw a Molotov into his back and it dropped in the site behind him. So if he wanted to drop on off to be safe, he wasn't able to do so. That's probably why he overstayed his welcome there, using the cusp of that smoke.
Just so note, we did save that AWP, but no force buy around it. So Mantu currently positioned alone towards long. There's a 4-man stack in the B side of the air. Dust2 here. Mantu, though, pretty much guaranteed first kill. They don't convert it, and he can fall back. So now, what's his next play? He has shown presence towards long. They know there's only one sniper available. They've tagged him down to 28. Makes his way towards CT spawn. Ideally, getting back towards B now, I'd say rotate the pistols over, maybe middle, go for a push there, just to keep things a little bit unpredictable. And if it goes wrong, you can save the orb at the back of the site. LXCB will go down here momentarily. There's no way he will be predicting this player. And Hunter ready and waiting, and somehow doesn't get a double kill there. One bullet would have been enough.
But he has seen where the AWP is, so now they'll accelerate long. There was a bit of a question mark if he had overstayed his welcome, but okay. NBK should never mind. 3 of them in quick succession, and master of his craft with the Krieg. Hunter will keep this one neat and tidy. Bashes the eco, sure, but now he wants the last man, the man with the AWP. 1 bullet, as Henry said, is all that it's required, and the moment Mantu's back is turned. He's playing this so well.
Yeah, I feel like it's a foregone conclusion. Could even knife him at this point.
Yeah, do it. Knife him.
Yeah, just get him out of here.
1,500 buckaroos, an ace from Hunter. Against the eco and the AWP, but a knife kill into the only weapon is going to keep sweetening that deal.
Oh, there's a problem right now. Valdo was the only one with enough money to drop an AWP, but that would have left him with $0. So you want to avoid that if you're a rifler. You won't be able to have armor or any utility behind it. So this time round, Mantle will go without the big green, but he may want to pick up a scout if he wants to fill that void. He's going to go for the rifle.
He's got the best B spawn available as well. Hunter might just be taking this alone, showing some presence. Looks like he wants to head towards lower, so not going to be making his way towards the bomb side at least. If we have got a boost towards short, Kenny S more than ready for it. And he'll take Valda down quickly into the round. 5 on 4, they can put the brakes on at this stage and work on with the next players. We talk about Dust2 being a very reactive base map at the CTs now. They don't really have the resources to go for a push anywhere. They've got a couple of flashes, 1 smoke, no kits. And Hunter sets himself up for the Xbox smoke towards short. Lands in the double doors, and they've got 4 players actually along at this stage. They Molotov out the blue bin. It's a very common position these days, so fair play to them. And in terms of the setup towards A, 1 player there. It's Mantu again, only with the M4A4. There should be no way they win this round.
No, they've lost their early man lead, and now with them all grouped up, G2, 4-man split.
It's going to take one of the best flashes ever as they cross. Mantu to swing, 2 or 3 kills required. And they're going to have 2 smokes down on the crossover any second now, so watch out for that.
Getting another one up to the site just before the cross is going to be favorable.
Oh, it's a deep smoke.
Oh, fully flash, double kill. It was not the flash we were talking about, but it's powerful all the same, this time for G2. They know NBK. Oh no, 2 rounds in a row. Imagine if he gets it. This is so far away though.
Do it. God damn it. All right, look. With that right there, I really love that approach from G2. What you normally see happening is teams will be throwing those standard wall smokes and they just cross, and through that, they don't actually get any vision. Here, the whole point was when you see that smoke dropping, you don't expect the team to actually pick until it blooms, right? That's the whole point of the smoke. But because it's very telegraphed, it makes a lot of noise, it actually hits a lot of walls, you know it's coming. As it's making its 2nd or 3rd bounce, you see that flash come over. Now, they were lucky that there was 2 players boosting, but normally what would happen is once that smoke is heard, a CT might try and walk up the ramp to play just in front of it. So that combo with the smoke flash and the timing on the peak, that was perfection. This is the G2 we were hoping to get on Mirage.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there, Chad. It's looking much better after going down 0 and 4 as well. They have bounced back. I'd say it's Hunter that's impressed me the most so far. 12 kills to his name, 3 of them with that big eco spray down towards lower B, but still, the picks he's finding are impressive. Kenny S is starting to wake up with the AWP as well as we get into eco situation for OG here. They don't even have a smoke for middle, so crossing the double doors is going to be a nightmare here. Just going to have to hope for the best. Kenny S normally hits these, and this time, at least no damage really inflicted. Just 1 Krieg bullet hitting through the door. It's going to do 8 damage towards the scout of MBK. So, one of these rounds where not much to talk about, just a matter of time before G2 will pick it up. Objective here for OG is allow MBK to find a few tags at the scout, hopefully convert those with the P250s, but winning the round seems like a bit of a fantasy at this stage.
What did you guys think of the cream cheese in the mince wraps last night? Did you try it?
Cream cheese, the garlic cream cheese.
That's the one, yeah, the garlic cream cheese.
They were lovely wraps, Chad. I think that's your signature dish at this point, the wraps. I'm the only one that doesn't really do any cooking, so I'm always happy to eat it. And I have to say,
yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it.
We've had cheeseburgers from Trace. We've had wraps from you.
He did a turkey pasta as well, didn't he?
He did the turkey pasta as well, that's right.
I might do a chicken stir fry tonight.
I do like a stir fry. I'm always down for that.
Lots of veg we got to get used. What's that? Uses P250 particularly well. Does find the head of Jax, but shouldn't be too much more to write about this one. He's a scout on the site. He's doing his very best, but yeah, presents his head. Hunter very happy to collect the triple kill again as he continues to add to his frag total. 15, ladies and gentlemen. Hunter, this is the Hunter they were describing as being the highest rated player on Mirage. Well, we're seeing it now just manifesting itself on Dust2. What a T-side he's having.
I don't know why they didn't play like this on Mirage, and now people go, what's a different map, Chad? Yeah, sure, but Mirage is also considered a very open map for the Ts to be able to find space and give themselves duels, right? It didn't feel like they were able to do that at all over there in map number 1. And okay, Mantu onto Kenny.
That's a big find. That's a big find.
It's a huge find.
Yeah, at the start of the round when Kenny S is normally dishing out damage, he's gone down early. Don't see that too often.
He's been going for like a faster cat pick that we've been seeing lately because people respect him, right? They don't want to pick him. Oh, it's Kenny. We don't want to pick against Kenny. But Mantu has obviously been watching the demos, well aware of the new tendency that G2 have been bringing on in, gets the opening, and now Alexi's job is to deal with this mid to B.
Yeah, the incendiary is too late though. They can push through that.
You're getting some sound cues. At least he can confirm and Issa can prepare. And now Alexi gets the push perfectly timed. He's going to completely segregate them. Jax and Hunter are up on B, and he's got another one. Alexi can disappear into the smoke. Mission complete. And MBK is going to confirm it. A frag onto Amanek in the tunnels puts Hunter into what should be an impossible stance.
Yeah, but at this point, if he can cause damage, that's fantastic. There's the first. A couple of kills would be acceptable at this stage. We know he's capable of it. The frags he's found so far have been very impressive, making sound cues, but his aim is very good indeed. MBK trying to hide behind the big box here, and it works out for him. Valdez strikes from the tunnels on 1 HP, and they fend off the B split there. Alexi, once again, going through the smoke. They had no idea he'd be actually making his way out of CT spawn, gets himself a couple of kills, and defends that B split. Kenny S holds the second most AWP frags in Dust2, 5,547, and the most AWP frags, 3,332 of all time.
Damn, so Dust2 is his playground. Second most frags of all time on Dust2. He's been around a while. He has been around 5,000. Well, at the moment, Kenny adding another 7 to the list. He's going to be mollied off for the short info denial. That's step 1 of the master plan for round 11. Lots gathering. In fact, the entire squad up middle.
Yeah, you can see them actually posturing outside shore right now. All 5 players together on the G2 side. Full execution should be coming through, or maybe a huge ruse. There are variations of these executions, and Mantu, how has he got away with that? No trade coming through on the French side. Jax will drop, and he somehow gets away with his life. I thought the insta-swing would be coming through there.
Look how lucky OG are. There's no pressure from long right now. In the CT positions that they're holding, it's very awkward. They've finally taken some long control back, and now they're set up for an A execute, so this couldn't have actually gone any better.
OG have Mantu towards the car at this point. The A execution will come through. You can see them maybe thinking about going back towards middle. They have got Nex up, watching for any reaction play from the CT forces here. Hunter flashed up, very low, but that doesn't seem to stop him.
And now the work is cut out for him. You can see the cutout actually perfect for the smokes. That's what Hunter was doing, just crab walking over them. Next up, we'll focus on that for a second because they're losing men. Mantu needs to step up again to defend. G2 have found a way in. It looked like they were locked out. Kenny, oh, he hears this. This isn't a frag, he misses. Knows where he is. The nade is signifying that.
He's gone around to long here. MBK just has to wait for Mantu and old boy Issa to creep up long.
Doing their best, but Hunter, he has done so well with his Krieg. He looks like he's on for another couple of frags here. Not backing down, continuing to find shots, and he's going to want that last one as well. You can see him leaping towards it. Once he finishes things off here, Amanek will close things out. Another great round. Hunter naded at the start of the round there towards shore. 5 players in position. He creeps up by himself with the Avangard smokes down at that point, opens things up. And Mantu fought for his life. Managed to get a couple of kills, but isolated down towards long. His teammates couldn't get back into the round. And that was the missed shot they counted, I guess. That was the one that really could have changed the tide of battle, but we are going to have round 12 coming up. Another buy, the last of the gold for OG here, as we'll see them bring out one more AWP and no damage received.
Whenever you say gold, just as a different word for money, it does just feel like a glimpse at the Henry G Dota cast, you know? Like you just said, oh, and that's going to be the last of their gold for OG.
That's what I was doing because it was OG playing.
Yeah, it's nice, it works.
Little thing there.
I just Easter egg. A little Easter egg of what Henry G Dota casting could sound like.
So, making their way up towards short again. It's what you call a classic default in Dust2. You've got one watching B, one outside long, 3 working towards middle with their main focus towards short, pushing back any CTs en route, then decide whether you want to execute towards A in the traditional manner like we just saw, go for a mid split, or go for the long control if you have a decent spawn. Those are pretty much your primary options on Dust2. In terms of the setup right now, focusing towards long are Valda and Mantu. You can see Valda tucked in behind the door there, hoping they would just assume Mantu will be alone along. But more of the same here. You'll see those same smokes go down. They'll throw them every single time. Send Hunter up, and Alexi B only got the MP9 to try and defend this.
Find and destroy. I can't believe he's actually managed to get that and stick around. He's even smoked them off short. He's caused so many problems for them with 30 seconds on the clock. What's the go now? Wait it out?
They're still spamming him as well. I don't know how he survives this, but the MP9 works out. He might even pushed him in towards middle.
They had this before, though, right? They got that opening due to Mantu when he got Jax trying to creep through the smoke. The same thing happened, and now it is a 4-on-5 once again. Before, Valda gave away a bit of a freebie. This time, Alexi being much more conservative, but that Molotov, it might displace him from the goose position.
14 seconds. Mantu will get caught here, and Amanek, good move. He's the one that gives them the entry, and Issa was full flashed in the smoke. 5 seconds. The bomb's loose. You just have to survive. The round is lost. G2 delayed by the smoke, the one frag from Alexi, and the survival of him. They even take all 5 down.
Amanek died after time there.
Yeah, he has got plenty of money himself. You're absolutely right. Wouldn't be getting any bonus cash, that's for sure. They'd only got 1,400 to be fair. It's Jax is feeling the pain the most. He'll have to be dropped a weapon, but that certainly is significant. Remember, this is a T-sided map in today's game. Currently at 6-6. Big plays for Alexi B with that MP9. All he had to do there was deny the plant, and he did just enough there with 10 HP. Of course, they don't have time to check every single corner at that point. They've just got to try and get that bomb planted. So he does have somewhat of an advantage. Will Jax find the same? Opening things up towards long as Valda. Drops the smoke down as well, trying to buy more time. Another opening frag here for OG, and he might even push it towards the long doors here. He's getting a lot of sound cues. They actually pivot up towards short.
That's 3 times, 3 rounds in a row. We've lost Jax early, the first death in the server, not just for his squad.
Oh, this is brilliant. They don't have the AWP to defend A with here, so Valda's had to take matters into his own hands.
He's going to see the bomb.
Oh.
He's going to find the bomb up there. Info aplenty. And now it comes down to the frags. Nexa walking in unawares, damage inflicted onto Kenny. But Valda realizes with the advantage he has, it would be squandered should he go down. Hunter is, well, living up to his name, but yet to find him.
Yeah, this could waste a lot of time. His teammates are ready towards short, and the sound cue comes in. So Valda pretty much guaranteed to go down at this point, unless he holds tight towards top and middle, which he does for now. His gun barrel spotted, and I don't know how he's still alive at this point. Finally, Hunter will get him. He has been very good this
21
T-half. Yeah, 21 kills. No shots seem to be missing here. An absolute useless as he shows presence towards long. Molotov towards Kara at this point as well. Still the man advantage. The bomb doesn't drop down, but the players are. That's going to be Mantu surely confirming the victory here. But Hunter, a man possessed on Dust2, looking for more and more frags. He might just get this one as well. Only got a few bullets left in that Krieg. Smokes off towards short, trying to isolate Mantu here, who drops down off the bomb site.
Did well to get down there, but now the angles are getting difficult. The sound cues help him. Mantu's done
well
so
played.
well.
So well played. Perfectly done. For an inexperienced player in his rookie season, that's a world-class move for Mantu there. Not playing for the glory, not for the frag, just running down the time and playing with his teammate there. That's really well done.
You love to see that. That is something that we always talk about with CT defenders in pit and just staying alive. Well, in this situation, a 2-on-1 against Hunter, the only man on fire right now, to be juking him and not allowing him to even shoot a bullet, the only thing that's working right now for this G2 side, that is huge. Look at the kill disparity. Amanek has 11, sorry. He's the next closest on the team. That's a 10 frag differential right there.
Oof. Yeah, Hunter with 158 ADR, by the way. Closest on his team will have 81 with Amanek, and then at the bottom it's Nexa with 30. So a few names missing, but one of them screaming. We are going to have a full eco, though, for the last round. We've got G2 with just Glocks and no armor. Looks like OG should be tying up the half at least with 8 rounds.
If these are skylight flashes that Amanek is planning on throwing,
That's a
the
good call.
forward positions won't do anything. They're going to go land well and truly above them. and potentially even behind them, depending on how deep he wants to throw these.
Yeah, anyone who's not aware, just started watching EPL perhaps, maybe an old CS fan, these skyboxes towards Dust2 on B site now have been opened up. You can smoke and flash for them. They're not super effective though, and for reasons Chad has stated, they shouldn't do too much here. We've got Issa and MBK ready and waiting with the M4, MP9 wombo combo, which should do a lot of damage here. Expect blood all over the tiled floors.
Yeah, and the flashes don't touch him, Chad. You prophesized exactly this fate for the G2 Eco. Yeah, does fall flat, and even that one Desert Eagle, that one investment did go back into the G2 camp. 8-6.
Alex, you were mentioning Jax's woes before with all the opening deaths that he's been giving on up. He's actually sitting 0-6 right now. The only individual who's found any opening kills for the side of G2 has been Kenny, sitting at 3-1.
That's mad with Hunter with 21 kills. He hasn't got any opening kills.
It's all in transition, so once the room has been made, Hunter's able to wiggle around and find the damage, but other than that, it's been pretty much one-way traffic.
Just goes to show you how OP the Krieg is right now. The fact you can just spam off just wild bullets to the right-hand side of the door and do, like, not significant damage, but enough to be that much of a nuisance to MBK. He's, like, down at 68 without like, an
that's a
shot
good
fire.
nade, right?
Yeah, that's really frustrating to receive. Like, and they didn't really have to work for it. There's no aim involved there. You're just clicking the right-hand door at the right time. It's a little bit OP. Either way, this is the Molotov for the close range position by double doors. You'll see a lot of teams overlook this, so G2 don't want to be caught out. Molotov goes in, they'll run the flames slightly and trying to go for a B split here. Trying to make sure this is not telegraphed at all. Mantle will pull back with a flashbang, but they have actually got the B site under their remit. MBK out in the open, and he doesn't know where to look. He's done for. Last round should be G2's here, but it's still a 3-on-2. The bomb's gone down. Oh no, that's huge. The incendiary towards window as well. That's successful, which it is. They've bought themselves so much time. Valda, he's making all the right moves here. Sits inside the B bomb site, and now two players boosting above him.
I saw it.
He did. He doesn't quite know. Oh, now he does. He's worked it out. Tags up Amanek in the process, and there's a nade in the hands of Jax. This was supposed to be the 7th for G2, but Valda, he's about to make it a whole different story. Another frag with the Desert Eagle. Triple kill to completely destabilize the French roster.
Bit greedy towards the end, won't lie to you. If they don't win the round now, he'll be kicking himself because this was right down to the wire. 1 HP on Amanek, bomb still down.
Oh, Mantu.
All for Mantu. He has the Deagle out at this point. It's the perfect weapon, and he's actually going to allow him to get the bomb by the looks of things here. There it is. Deagle comes out 9-6 at half. What an amazing performance from Valda there. G2 look much better in Dust2, but at this point, it's still the same disparity in the scoreline. 9-6, we take a break at half.
Take a dive before you dry out. It's the only way to live. You can't be without it, baby. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Try before you sign off. Shit can kill the sick. Real stories. It's the only way to live. Fancy cars and the smiles of the ocean. Purple sky, let that night come with peace. Anywhere you wanna be. Anywhere you wanna be. Yeah, yeah. Hold up your sign, though. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all that. They don't want all that. They don't want all that. Pick up, I know to be right on. Yeah. 'Cause no one really gives. Don't look back, I'll keep your eyes on. Long ago. Doesn't matter what it gon' cost. Never gave a shit. Real soul. Let it take a hit. Hey. Who's getting high on emotion? Look around. People fight all their life for some peace. Yeah. Look around. Fancy cars and the smiles of the ocean. Purple sky, let that night come with peace. Anywhere you wanna be. Anywhere you wanna be. Yeah. Hold up your sign, though. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all that. They don't want all that. They don't want all that. Rush. Take off. Rush at the rush. Take off. Rush at the rush. Rush. Take off. Rush at the rush.
My, oh my, it's OG. Perhaps we need to throw an M in the middle because some heroics have put them in the same lead they held in the first map they converted. Mirage was their pick. They've got that one under their belt. Up against none other than top 5 G2.
Yes, indeed, Alex, and they're looking very good in EPL in general. OG actually 2-0 right now, taking down Tyloo and Mouseboard so far, looking out of a scalp to their mantelpiece at this stage. As Man 2 is looking fantastic as well. The AWP working out quite nicely for him. We'll see if he can continue that trend on the T side of Dust2 here. And we'll have a look at the buys. No P250 spotted. Only one smoke, so just a B approach here.
4 decoys though, Henry.
Oh,
that is unusual.
Okay, that is unusual. Something weird will be happening here, Chad. We've been trying to do this in our games recently.
Yeah.
Throwing the decoys over in certain areas to bait out grenades and force a reaction. I don't think this has been explored enough in CSGO. I feel like there's something here. So anyone who's not aware, a decoy costs $50. You can get Glock armor and still have enough of that decoy at the end. No one ever buys them, but I feel like there is something to be said about them. You can use them as fake flashes around a corner. You can throw them on train in the skylights and make it look like smoke's flying over. And we'll see what they've got in mind here. This is a very curious approach.
They've used 1, make that 2 as they fake out a
they're
mid to
making
B
it look.
smoke.
Yeah, okay, that's what they're trying to make it look like at that point.
But they still have 2 left. They've expended the rest of their utility here. What are they going for?
A run boost or an A attack? Next has been headshot and it's a couple of kills. Yeah.
The headshot
actually...
strategy.
Guys, let's try and just kill everyone with headshots. Let's do that with the Glock. We should run that tonight.
Let's try the 5 headshot Glock
Whoever
strategy.
that guy we were playing last night, Jonkers or whatever
I don't
his
want to
name
talk
was,
about him.
I don't want to play against that guy ever again.
He should be on G2.
We should get that guy a team. I'm going to go and find his profile.
Find who that dude was.
ESCA rank B or something?
Yeah, we were playing ESCA last night. We were having some good games. We were enjoying ourselves, and this one dude turned up who actually was better than Nico. I've never seen anything like it. He had a
sick.
I had an AWP picking middle, and I didn't even see the dude when he was killing me. It was unreal. He got 40 kills in regulation, I think.
Yeah, he did have quite the game.
It really kind of put me in a bad mood for bed. Didn't have a good night.
Dude, we played a overtime. You know the ESCA game we played afterwards?
Yeah.
It was me, Harry, Trace, and Hugo. Played with 2 randoms.
I was the coach. I was in the
Yeah, that's right. You were working out.
Yeah.
But yeah, we ended up going 25-21.
It was quite the game, Chad. You missed an epic
glad
affair
I missed
there.
it.
Nearly 50 rounds.
The stress in the room. They were losing players. People were rage quitting.
They had their top fragger left. Get ready for this. He just straight up left the server. Like I think it was 21-21.
Yeah,
they had to get a ringer.
Enough. It was unbelievable. I couldn't believe what I was seeing in front of me. It was one of the most historic games.
Biggest win of my life. Biggest win.
It was a good win. And we'll get into the second round here. It's OG to pick up the pistol, 10-6. They will, of course, have rifles and focus on those Galils, which I feel like most teams should these days. Galil has got a bright future ahead of it in 2020. Means you can have a rifle and all your utility instead of the AK-47 and none. Up against the force buy here. G2 will have 2 scouts, CZs. We know they're dangerous with these weapons. You got his profile, Chad?
Yeah, I've got his profile. It's Jonkzer.
Okay.
Jonkzer.
Where's he from?
It doesn't say.
Oh.
Keeps his cards close to his chest. I like it.
I can tell you that he's a man and he's 26.
Oh, so he's
a human male.
A human male, and he's my age.
Okay.
Yes.
We've worked it all out.
And he doesn't always drop 39 kills.
So
in a
it
game.
felt like it was just him. Just
he had
having the best game of his career, to be honest with you.
Had 39 kills in
I
a
haven't seen him play like
win.
that ever. I've been following closely for a while, I'll be honest with you. Jonkzer, what's his name? Sorry.
Jonkzer.
Jonkzer, if you are listening, shout out to you, but you won't be doing that again. I'll see you on the battlefield.
See you on the server. Oh, that nade softens up OG, but his bullets still do the talking initially. Conversation started by Mantu. More damage. I'm getting a nervous feeling in my waters here. It could go awry. It is only a scout from Amanek and a missed shot. He won't get many more chances. Now finishes the job. And another frag from Amanek. He does keep things competitive, but OG should be able to stabilize.
Oh.
Should being the operative word. Mantu's caught a scout bullet now. Valda's sweating bullets. He does have a Krieg on the site. That's going to be so preferable for the fight on long. Scout versus Krieg. I'm going to back the Krieg.
Wow.
So will Valda. 1v1. Jack's arriving from short. He's only got 10 seconds and he's sitting in the open. And he gets the info. Fakes it out for the duel. And he gets it. Valda will secure a must-win round after some heroics from G2's
That's a
pistols.
legit balls of steel play from
Wow.
Valda there. 5 seconds on the clock. He spotted him towards short. Instead of going for the safe plan, letting him encroach on your position and just smother you, he goes to the fake plan, meaning he won't win the round if he retreats to this point. Nails the shot. The first towards the pit as well was just unfathomable. Love that from Valda. And there's going to be a full eco from G2. They can't really do much when bombard the B side with grenades at this point, Chad, it looks things.
Yeah, we did see the other day that nade setup they had set up for Tai Lu, I believe it was.
Yeah, it worked out quite nicely, right?
Yeah, this time round they're opting in for it again. MBK might be the man to receive the nades. 2 will drop early. That might lure them to investigate a little bit further, but Issa and MBK aren't going to be making any mistakes here today. Going to back right off, regroup with their team who have already corralled long. They've got A under control. And this one here is looking like 12 on the board. I don't see any scout heroics this time round. 5 USPs, they ain't worth too much at all. I think they're free. You spawn with them.
Yeah, you can buy them from the shop.
I don't get that.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. If I was on the CT side, I should be able to buy the Glock, and if I was on the T side, I should be able to buy the USP.
That would be a lot of fun for
Yeah.
like positional choices. Like I'll take the Glock for close palace, etc., etc.
We used to, back in 1.6 and in Source days, there wasn't a P250. We didn't have a Tech-9, we didn't have a CZ. They did exist as pistols, some of those names did, but they weren't potent, right? So you would buy that USP on the T side, and you'd set up an individual the way that you see them getting set up with P250s in current Counter-Strike, right? Get armor, take the long-range duels.
It was a very different USP back in the day, though. Like, it was a spammy gun in 1.6 especially. You would just try and spam that trigger down as quickly as you possibly could. And Source, I should say, CSGO is more about the one taps and getting that satisfaction.
Crispy.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of crispy, we're seeing OG with a 3-0 lead here on Dust2. Round 19 coming up. We do have the Kenny S AWP, but will it be enough to save them here? Hunter, still deep in the 20s, but he's starting to slow down here. Jax, normally a very good map for him. 4 and 18, Chad. You don't see that often from Jax.
No, and on the T side where he usually has such good spacing and finding opening frags, he was completely denied and locked on out. But Nexa is a worrisome sign for me. We've seen him have some very, very poor performances recently. 2 kills to his name. It's unusual. You don't normally see this from Nexa. I talk about him as being one of the most potent fragging in-game leaders we have right now. Well, he's being kept well and truly at bay. As MBK is going to be pushing out the long doors here. We'll find the opening with the Galil. Jax cannot catch a break, but Kenny, well, neither can he. As A's
open,
decimated, destroyed,
wow,
expunged.
Oh, I like that. That could be your alter ego.
Yeah.
Instead of Bad Churchill.
Yeah, bad. Well, okay, we could have more. We've got.
It's Bad Churchill when you're having just a really rough week and you're a little bit grumpy. Is that Bad Churchill?
I think that's Soggy Sponge.
Soggy Sponge, the soggy bottom.
Yeah.
So Bad Churchill is your alter ego, a persona, as it were. Is it a social media thing?
It's just my Twitter thing.
Okay.
I'd describe that as his Twitter alter ego. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, I get it. What's your alter ego, Alex?
Mine, I've kind of gone for the just attempt to talk and be myself at all junctures of my life. At the moment, it's okay. It took me a couple of years to overcome the feeling of vulnerability that comes with that, because you're actually letting people not, comment on your alter ego. They're commenting on the person you are every day. So that's like the risk you're taking, but it is a whole lot easier to do jobs when you are just being yourself.
I like to think of myself as more of a tragic clown, as it were,
a traveling
circus around the world.
Like a black and white face paint.
Yeah, some big shoes and some rainbow hair. Just entertaining the masses around the world and making sure that everyone has a good time, which I feel like I fulfill,
Certainly. Yeah, and I mean, every sad clown needs a sad tiger in the sad circus, and that's me, He's pretty, He's
You're very
sad.
well trained, though.
He doesn't.
You stop pooing on the floor.
I have.
That's
They call me the
something we
Tiger
can
King.
work
His
for.
tail doesn't wag and he doesn't roar anymore, so he's.
Do tigers roar, or is that a lion thing?
I think
they
tigers
do.
probably have a roar.
They've got a
yeah, I think that's just a cat thing.
I showed
Sure.
you my roar the other day. Showed
You
you how,
did,
how
dude.
it's
When you were screaming
important-
into a pillow, that was cool, man.
It's really
That was-
important to yell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't yell enough. I mean, I guess I'm paid to yell, actually. Maybe I should stop talking. I do shout quite a lot. Or squeal. That's typically what I do. In
Squeal.
fact, Nexa made me squeal with a deagle at this very corner. I wonder if he's got any more. Not today, or maybe he has. A double kill up against the full buy. Finally, the silence is broken by the leader of G2. A double when he needed it most. Advantage G2, but not in the grand scheme. You do see no armor for Jax. He's had such a bad time, and an unarmored deagle is one of the few sacrifices G2 have made.
Absolutely true. Towards short is where they decide to position themselves, and once again, it's next up finding great success in that position. They have a 4-on-3 advantage for now. Molotov outside the long doors. I like that one. That's pretty cool from Valda. And you can see the follow-up spray as well, just to discombobulate the CTs on the other side. And Jax, 4-19 so far, and his woes continue, I'm afraid. The trade continues as Mantu will find Nexa, who was already tagged up from short, remember as well, using the grenade to just peek towards CD spawn. So you can use the residual smoke created to have a little peek. They've already got a smoke down there as well. Hunter can't deny the plant.
They know he's close though. He's got a bullet.
I don't like that from
That's
Valda.
very ballsy. He's had a couple of plays like that have paid off. Maybe he's getting punished for it now. A 1v2 for the NBK. Softened up Amanek. They're going to be traveling as
they're
a pack.
boosting.
Yeah, the boost, but he's in a prime position to spot this. And the jump does catch the low HP player. Knows there's another coming from ramp. It's all about aim, and well,
Hunter's
Hunter,
got time.
he's got no issues with aim. 25 in this game, and that's a must-win round for G2. And it started so poorly, losing those players on long on the advance towards A 10-second defuse, but 7.
Yeah, and that was a bit of an eco for them as well. So they do have plenty of money. I would say guaranteed to see a double AWP set up here going into the next round. Nexa has tried challenging himself this map, playing with his monitor turned off. He currently has 4 frags. When did he have his monitor turned off? Was that a major or something like that? Was it an event?
I think,
No, I think it's
meme.
a funny one.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
Shows
because
how funny it is.
Yeah, it
Okay.
didn't land. Didn't land.
It was a
But if
good
this,
attempt.
this signals anything, we've
Right.
gone back to David.
Oh, so we
He
don't
goes-
have SEO. We
Yeah,
don't have the
okay.
So
stats.
David goes for the funnier ones.
He goes to the dad jokes.
Yeah, well, look, sometimes
It's like
they get a giggle.
you know, like 15 years ago when you'd joke, you'd say, "I'll turn my monitor on for the next map," like that joke.
I
That
get
joke.
it. I thought that was referencing some infamous sort of thing that happened.
Like
at the
he like
event.
forgot to turn it on at LAN.
That's
Yes,
what I thought we
Henry.
were going with. All
Yeah.
right. Well, it makes more sense now. Okay, good stuff. Everyone's having a good time.
Yes.
Let's keep the jokes coming. I
Yes,
appreciate that.
Absolutely.
We'll
Keep
have
the
a
comedy.
B approach from OG here, and you can see them actually ready for it. G2 dropping a preemptive smoke towards the back. It's
What's
a
the
bit of a
double AWP?
one-way. And it's the double AWP setup. Amanek didn't thrive in this environment on Mirage,
Watching it
remember.
mated.
And yeah, this could actually be an airstrike. Alexi will open things up. There's the kill from Amanek. Does he have much more left in the tank? They know exactly where he is now. Still holding strong, looking for one more, but Mansu takes him down. Alexi B towards his mid-door position. He actually a little bit slow on the trigger there. Hunter certainly not. He's the only player keeping them alive here on Dust2.
doing his best.
With 26 kills to his name, not slowing down at all. Wants to get towards that window. Now, this is one of the most notoriously difficult bomb sites to retake in all of CSGO, especially when utility is available. Apparently, though, just a couple of flashes here for OG. And 1 kit for G2. I say they go for this. This is a must-win round for them.
They've got so much util, 3 mollies, and just as they pull
Wow.
the pins, Valda pulls the swing. Will be mollied out of position, looks at Jewel out, and Jax does good damage.
They've got to go now.
And they're running out of time.
These
Fight or
two
flight.
individuals have 8 kills combined. Make it 9 now. I don't expect too many more as MBK cleans up the 2v1. Those two individuals right now, Nexa and Jax, they can't catch a break.
Yeah, struggling to hit the broadside of a barn right now.
45 ADR for Nexa and 43 for Jax. So they're not even, they're a non-issue in this game right now. Kenny's not doing much better. He has 9 kills and he's only got 52 ADR.
Decent effort on the retake, just to know, unless they win the round, it ultimately means nothing. But
Yeah.
the fact it comes down to a 1 versus 1, it was an attempt. Next up, will be making his way over. Only got the M4A4 at this point, no grenades whatsoever. Things is looking so dire over there. They have to hold long with nothing at all. Luckily, it's another default round here. Kenny S, AWP, but only 1 real life left here. They can't let this go 15-7. It's just not recoverable.
They won't have money to defend it either, even though they're going to get the max loss bonus in the next round. It's only $3,400, and that on the CT side, it doesn't go very far. That's when you have to buy the FAMASs, the MP9s, the UMPs, if you still want utility to go with any armor.
So this is the dribble smoke here. I don't think they'll go off this. They're trying to suggest they will. It's a very potent strategy. It allows you to walk right up to the mouth of the tunnels and hopefully avoid bullets and utility. At that stage, you can swarm out, flash over, split from the bomb site, and they have got Alexi B, who continues to be a complete pain in their ass at this point. There's holding towards those mid doors, holding off the transitioning players, and he's got the Mac 10 as well. This is perfect, Alex. He's read the money so well. There's not a single helmet available for G2 here. And Alexi B holding for rotating players with a nimble weapon like the Mac 10. This could be absolutely everything. Molotov delivered doesn't hit the target though. Oh, they're not going to check this now.
Full clip of NBK's ammo. But he still gets the shot onto Hunter. He'll go out first so the trade can be clean. And clean it is. Smokes to lock him out. But Nexa realizes he has to turn the tide. He knows that this disadvantage will not carry over into the next. It's save or go for an impossible retake.
Yeah, I think like it has to be the former. They don't really have much of a chance in any facet of the map right now. 15-7 pretty much locked in. G2, we said, Chad, earlier in the stage, that this looks like the G2 we love and respect at this point.
Yeah.
And we're looking back at the mathematical formula you came up, similar to quadratic equation. Can you explain it one more time?
So just for the viewers at home, we've created Counter-Strike maths, and it worked yesterday. That was the first time we pulled it on out, EG versus Swole Patrol, and I'll explain you the formula we used today. So earlier we saw Tyloo take on G2 in a best of 3. One of those maps was Dust2. Tyloo bested G2 on Dust2. Now, OG have also played Tyloo. They also played Dust2, and OG beat Tyloo on that map.
So finally, we're starting to make sense of CSGO. You just have to have a formula going into the game, and you will get the likely outcome going in your favor.
So yeah, obviously, just for those people who aren't aware, what we came up with, what comes out the other end when we add those two previous results together, is the fact that OG should in turn beat G2 on Dust2, and they're 1 round away.
OG greater than G2 is the outcome of our equation.
And
let's see if maths dictates.
Remember, 2-0 right now. This would be 3-0 for OG, a team I had no faith in coming to 2020.
I completely forgotten about the gravitas of this group, right?
Yeah.
We had 3 huge names, FaZe, Mouse Sports, and G2. One of those, if OG continue to go flawless, if they go undefeated, will not be making it through to stage 2.
Ooh, hard flick to hit. Did have the vision on him. Alexi B advancing up middle with, oh my goodness, 4 exposed heads.
And they've got no helmets again. That's why he continues with this Mac 10. It's so insane. Kenny S will pull one back, but Jax, he's been bragging so poorly so far. Can he get the double kill? He only finds 1. They need 8 rounds in a row here just to stay alive on Dust2, as Kenny S will be smoked off. He will drop the incendiary in response. Now, it's going to do some damage towards Issa as it boosts him up towards the bomb site here. He knows they've already crossed. He'll have to hit some Kenny S classic shots at this point, which he will. He connects a quick scope, and now just 1 player remaining. It's Man2. He's got the AWP. Starts to fall back, knows he can't win the round at this stage. But what can he find? Can he inflict any damage going forward?
Hold up, this is the big man ting with a minute left on the clock and the bomb on his back. I'm going to have faith that he pulls this 1v4 out of his ass right here.
All right. I know you're a fan. He has got 23 kills.
If he kills the B defender, Henry, he can set up.
Do you know who the B defender is, Chad?
Yeah, it's probably Hunter.
It is, and he's going to be real ready to add another to his tally.
Probably Hunter.
And he's played it so well as well. The fact he's not even peeking, there's no chance. So there it is. It was a good try, the 1v4.
But the good thing, if you're an OG fan, is Hunter can't be everywhere.
And the good thing, perhaps, is that he's inseminated another AWP into the G2 CT side.
Yeah.
Maybe that could be a byproduct or an outcome that does favor OG if Amulet continues to have what was a quiet AWPing presence on Mirage. You can see his fragging hasn't been quiet. He's been the only partner in crime to Hunter, but his AWP hasn't seen too much action. On B once, that's pretty much it. Now he's been given responsibility of solo B on that AWP. Kenny, ball Z, pushed in, and Hunter does deal with the first, but that's Alexi, and he's got the trade with the Mac 10.
Hunter's down!
There's pace to come with this one. I can feel it coming, and so can Amanek. He's going to underhand the smoke, desperately trying to find the frag. This could be it. OG could very well be finishing this one off 2-0 and 3-0 in their group.
Graham Pitt's out there. He's calling it. The tower's being thrown on in. They can't believe it.
They can no longer defend themselves. They're trying to call the game off at this stage. It's going to be a 4 versus 3 retake, but they do have the smokes, the flashes, and a single HE. Kenny S and the AWP, though, is not ideal. What is the maneuver here? Towards B tunnels, the first frag has to go in favor of Jax, which it will. He'll take down Issa. Flashbangs come on over now. Bomb halfway gone. They need to go for this. Only 2 players remain. It looks like OG have done enough. Valdo will confirm it. The swing from the window is 2-0 for OG here. They have a flawless run in EPL as they find themselves 3-0 in the charts. And G2, that was a very weak showing from them.